Hello everybody, I'm Tommila. Welcome back to Hondash Films, and as always, my handline Blake Stark is here with me. Okay, so what we're doing today is I'm showing you how to rebuild your Traxxas Velienon 3500 engine. We're going to be using part number 3352R. You can actually tell this is the new one because on the old engines, the screws were on the outside of it. Okay, I'm going to show you how to rebuild and clean this Traxxas Velienon 3500. Okay, so when you open the package, you should have 2 bearings, 4 screws, 1 bushing, and 1 extra top. Okay, so then the one thing I need to point out here is that all these parts here are part of part number 3352R. Okay, the bearings themselves are 5 by 11 by 4 millimeters, and these are special high-speed bearings. These are only designed to be used with the Velienon 3500. Something to point out here is do not use the original ceramic bearings with this engine. They will thrash your engine. That part number is 5116. So the instructions that Traxxas gave us is actually pretty detailed. So for people that aren't visual learners, this should work out pretty well for you. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is grab a screwdriver and remove the top of the engine. Okay, so with the cap removed, you need to pull out your 1.5 millimeter hex screwdriver and take off the 4 screws that surround the entire can. Okay, so with those 4 screws removed, next thing you do is remove the top of the can from the engine. Alright, next is to remove the rotor by putting it on a flat surface. You can push down, remove the bushing from the top like so, and then grab a pair of pliers and pull on it. But it has a pretty good strong magnetic pull, so be careful. Next is to remove the bearing from the top of the can, and there's a little trick that you can use to do this. Take your 4-way and you put a little pressure on it, and it should pop right out. Okay, next we need to remove the high-speed bearing that's in the bottom of the engine right there. And we're going to be doing another trick to get this out. Using our 4-way again, I'm going to put the engine and flip it over and put the 4-way down at the bottom like that and hit it with a screwdriver, and that should knock it free. Okay, now that you've cleaned everything, now it's time to put everything back together. So taking your high-speed bearing, we're going to put it in the top of the can like so. Okay, so what you want to do now is we're going to take your second high-speed bearing here, and you want to take your engine and you want to put that in the bottom of it. And this one's going to be a little tricky. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, position the bearing in the bottom of the engine, and it should look like that when you're done. Okay, next thing you need to do is take your rotor and put your bushing on. Alright, with the bushing installed, next is to put the rotor inside the can, and the magnet should do the rest. Okay, so with your rotor in and your bushing on, time to put the top on. Hopefully you put everything in correctly at this point. Make sure you line up the top with the holes right there. Okay, so with your screws correctly installed, the last thing you need to do is put the cap on the top of the engine, and then we are completely done. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video and sticking with it to the end. I really do appreciate your time. I know it's valuable. I hope this gets your engine up and running and gets you out bashing and crashing. So have a great day.